Hello, everyone. My name is Matthew Walker, and this is my lightning talk presentation. For my capstone, I did an evaluation on the ways California cities in the Sacramento region incorporate historic preservation and historic transportation resources into their general plans. For this examination, 14 cities were evaluated. My evaluation question is, in what ways do California cities in the Sacramento region incorporate historic preservation into their general plans, and what content is specific to transportation cultural resources? In the United States, historic preservation began as a movement that celebrated great men and women. However, starting in the 20th century, historic preservation shifted from a movement focused primarily on prominent men and women to a movement of preserving historic properties for the protection of the nation's history. In 1966, the movement gained national recognition with the passage of the National Historic Preservation Act. Subsequent acts of legislation were passed, increasing preservation's awareness within American society. One of these areas was city planning. Today, historic preservation is integrated throughout city planning, where the discipline has become a key stakeholder for future planning developments. This includes city general plans. These planning documents outline the future developments for each city. To measure the ways historic preservation is incorporated throughout these city general plans, a criteria was established. The criteria examined which preservation practices, laws, programs, and specific, if any, historic properties that are referenced throughout each general plan. From the research and data collected, 3 findings emerged. Number 1, that all 14 cities acknowledge preservation at a basic level. Number 2, there was a varying level of detail regarding specific preservation practices for each city. And number 3, a huge lack of recognition and appreciation for historic transportation properties. Almost no historic transportation properties that were named and or referenced had historic features or characteristics present throughout the general plans. From these findings, there can be better integration from these 14 cities to highlight the advantages preservation has to offer. This will facilitate an improved knowledge of the field's objectives and goals with the hope of advancing its credibility and validity to the Sacramento region. Recommendations include overlapping the preservation and transportation sections in the general plans. This crossover will provide more background and context to each field and the importance of historic transportation resources. Also, by recognizing the historic characteristics and qualities for transportation properties will go a long way in demonstrating the different layers transportation has. These will give acknowledgement and appreciation for historic transportation properties, as well as shed light on the benefits historic preservation can bring to local governments. Thank you very much.